Welcome back, DIYers. In today's video, we're going to check out some of the best Labor Day deals going on at your local Home Depot. We'll also check out some of the other clearance items and deals going on right now. So let's dive in. Alright, so we're going to get started right here with some DeWalt deals. You can see you get to save 30 bucks on this hammer drill here. Another 30 bucks on the tool kit right there. Then we see a couple of different batteries and also battery kits. Another one right here is the multi-tool for Ryobi. Solid deal for that one. And then we also have the battery kit here for Ryobi as well, 130. And then we saw a couple of these. Just want to show you all a few more deals here for DeWalt. We have the hammer drill, the impact driver. Again, pretty good deals on those. We have the two-tool combo kit we saw just a second ago. Then also some of these batteries as well. So a couple more Labor Day deals with those. And then rounding off here with the battery kit. You could save 150 bucks on that one. Another one, if you're wanting to buy an appliance, this is a great time. You get to save up to 450 bucks if you spend over that amount right there, the 2,996. So if you're going to buy some, might as well go ahead and save you some money. Then they also have a few different vacuums on sale. You can see a lot of these Sharks, the Hoover vacuums, and a couple of different ones of those. And we also have the Ryobi ones as well. So you get to save pretty good amount on these. So if you're going to be getting some of these, this is a great time to grab some vacuums right now and save you a little bit of money. Then they also had a Weber gas grill on sale. You get to save 50 bucks right here for this one, down to 400 bucks. They also had another option. They had the free paint on select installed sheds. So if you're going to be getting a shed, you might as well check and see if you can get a free paint job on that as well. Then I want to show you some of their clearance items. We saw this last week, but we see some of these outdoor items, outdoor tables on sale. They also had some of their dining room sets. I mean, this is a great little setup for outside. Get to save a significant amount right there. Then they had a lot of their Halloween decorations kind of set out with the boxes. They didn't have everything set out just yet, but they said they're prepping that and they're trying to get that this week. They said they're a little bit behind, but they're going to try to get everything out. It was a little different because I went to Lowe's last week and they already had everything out and ready, and Home Depot is slacking a little bit in that. But look how massive this skeleton is right here. So it's just crazy. Again, we're not huge Halloween decoration fans, but a lot of those things going on right now. Then we have a few more Ryobi products. We need a couple of these. Have the gutter blowers, and then also you see the other attachments right there for the trimmers. Pretty good deals for those. And then this was here last week. You can, when you spend 75 bucks, you get $15 off, and when you spend 100 bucks, you get $25 off. So again, you can check out these brands here. Another new shelf. You got the 5-tier shelf here for 100 bucks. Probably great for storage in your garage, or if you need some storage just out there at the house. Here's another cart I wanted to show you guys. This was available last week. This is the Crescent cart here, $229. Pretty good deal for that one, but just wanted to show you all it kind of all already folded out. So great little deal for that one. This was not on sale last week. Got some little clamps here from Husky. Again, pretty good deal for that one right there, 15 bucks. Definitely going to do a good job. And then they also had some of these hats. 12 bucks right here for these. Stay cool in the sun. Mechanics toolkit. See that here, 119. Get this full setup. Great thing to give to someone or just to have for your house. Then they had a ton of storage. All different kind of storage. I showed y'all some of these last week, but here's a couple more that are on sale. And again, just trying to show y'all a bunch of the deals and a bunch of the sales that they have going on right now. This was another cool thing I thought. Little Ryobi option. Kind of put that up. You have a little workstation that will fold down. A mountable wall option there. These were on sale last week. The little link boxes. They're all gone right now. So again, somebody must have come and cleaned them out. But if you're in the Ryobi brand, great thing to pick up. Here are some Husky options. I do really like this backpack right here, 44 bucks. That's a pretty good deal for a little tool backpack. Heavy duty, a lot of cool stuff on that. They also have the tote right there on the bottom. You could save a few bucks for that one, but some of these have been picked over. But again, I really like that backpack. Let me know if you guys have used that before. Outdoor cart here. See there, save a little bit of money again with the Husky brand there. So good deal, 140. More totes. I mean, we just all have too much stuff, so might as well go ahead and buy some of these totes and stick some stuff in there. They have some of these little workstations with storage underneath. Save 200 bucks off these. I think it's a good one. I have one similar to this, not quite this big, and I really like it. It works really well in my house. Here's something that was new. You got the worktop. Again, 40 bucks here. So if you are in the DeWalt little work shed or worktop tough system, you can grab one of those. This is the bottom platform for 94 bucks. Again, that was a really big deal last like holiday season. Everybody had one of these, and then they have some of these rigid little options right here for putting on your toolbox, little carrying station. Hey DIYers, the sponsor for today's video is my own personal newsletter. If you guys are interested in things I'm working on or all the best deals going on this week, I have a newsletter with all of that information. You can check it out down there below. One of the new things that I am going to be doing is start doing tool giveaways. Our first giveaway is going to be this carbon monoxide detector. These are some tools and different things that people send me, brand new in the box, and I want to give them away to you guys. So all you're going to have to do, again, is subscribe to my newsletter, and you have a chance to win these items. Again, I'll talk about each one in the video and then also talk about them in the newsletter. But in order to win these, you're going to need to subscribe to the newsletter. You can check it out down below. Now back to the video. A little bit smaller options here. 400 bucks for some storage for all your stuff. I think it's a pretty good deal right there. 400 bucks, definitely do a good job. Here's what the front looks like. See all the storage in there. So I like that has a handle and the worktop. And then another set right here, the little bit taller, bigger set, 900 bucks, but good deal for that one. DeWalt had their job site fan on sale, 130. Milwaukee had theirs right next to this, not on sale. Just a note for that. Little table saw here, 640. Save 50 bucks off that. So again, DeWalt, solid deal for a work site there. I showed y'all this last week, Arctic cooler. I think it was down to like 50 bucks. Now it's down to 25 bucks. So great thing to grab. This is for the outdoor space, but again, down to $25. So great thing to check out. Next we have the smaller one. This is for indoors, 20 bucks here. You see this one is the Turbo Chill. So great little option for that. I might have to check that one out and see how it works. We have some gloves on sale. You see that, a little bit lower price, 12 bucks. I've used some of these. They work pretty well. Solid deal. They also had some of these blades on sale for Diablo. Always a great thing to have. You need plenty of those. And Diablo is a great blade. But when I look down here, it was actually the multi-tool blades and not the reciprocating saw. So I'm not 100% sure. Here are a couple other deals for DeWalt. You can see some of these for the XR. Multiple different setups for those, whatever you might need. And a couple other ones here. So a lot of these are the tool only. So be careful with some of these. But still pretty good deals, especially with the XR. A little bit bigger, a little bit more heavy-duty items. If you're going to be doing some bigger stuff, or if you're taking them to the work site, it's a good one. Free starter kit. We saw a few of these last week, but it's pretty good deals. So you can check some of these out. And then we also see the rotary hammer here, 500 bucks. Solid deal right there with that one. And a couple other options here for DeWalt. You get the free starter kit when you purchase one of these right here. So another good pickup for that one. And then we have some more rigid deals. I'll show you a few more of these here in just a moment. That's a solid deal right there. 90 bucks for a drill and 130 for a drill and impact driver. Then we have the M18 battery here. Good setup for that one. And then also some of the bit sets as well. So get this battery when you purchase these. They also had a couple of different deals right here for Ryobi. Get some blades on sale. Good deal with that one. And then also the angle grinder for 100 bucks as well. So snag a couple of these pretty good deals. I mean, I think if you can wait a little bit longer, we're already almost into September. If you can wait a month or two, you'll have some really good deals on these for Black Friday. But there's still some pretty good ones right now, especially if you need to grab some of these for specific items. Power mop, right there for 80 bucks. And then we also have the power scrubber for $50. And I just want to show you some of these. Not all, these weren't even on sale, but just show you all those. I like those little tools there. Showed you this earlier. It's the oscillating multi-tool kit. So again, 80 bucks, really good price for that one. So that's a really good deal for that. Great thing to pick up, especially if you're in the Ryobi brand. The Spotlight on sale, 50 bucks, or the workshop blower, little small blower there. A couple different deals for those. Then we did see this impact driver here for 56 bucks. Little kit right there. This is actually where I picked up some of my Ryobi tools when they drop down in price. So you can pick some of those up right there. And then we have also a couple starter kits here. You can see for $130. So pretty good deal for that one. Again, here's another set right here for Ryobi. Actually, we had some pretty good deals for Milwaukee. You can see some of these right here. The pruning saw kit, $270, really good deal for that one. I really like that. We also have the forge here, forge kit for right under 400 bucks. Pretty good deal for that one. M12 fuel right there for $130. And then we also had another setup here for right under 300 bucks for Ryobi, another outdoor item. You can see some of these have been cut off, but you can see the deals right there for the blower and the different parts and stuff like that. Some have been picked over. Here's the blower attachment for $130. So again, some pretty good deals, I think, for Milwaukee. Usually these deals don't really get worked on very well, but these are pretty solid. I think these are good. Also want to let you guys know I will have links for some of these items down below, and you can always leave a like and subscribe if this has been helpful so far. And here are some of those rigid items we were pointing out. 65 bucks for those. I talked to some of the guys in there, just not moving them very well, so they're trying to get some of these out of here so they can get some new products. But you see multiple different rigid tools and rigid items, so if you need some of these, definitely grab some. Save you a little bit of money here. Little ratchets, those are great. Check some of those out. Get saved 100 bucks right there on that one. Jigsaw, 90 bucks. Again, really good deal for that. Save you a pretty good amount of money. I had some Makita deals. You can see this setup right here. Pretty good option for that one. I think it's a really good deal. And then we had a couple more rigid items. You can see this. I think this is a bandsaw right here. 100 bucks. Really good price for that. I think it's a good deal. So again, they're just trying to move some of these, some of this inventory here, trying to make some space for some other stuff. 70 bucks. They also had another jigsaw there for 90 we're talking about, and then the radio with Bluetooth for 70. We saw this deal last week, 200 bucks for Makita. Little circular saw kit. Pretty good deals. I did just want to show you all this. Again, I think these were available last week, but just want to show you all some of these for DeWalt. Pretty good deals for those. And we did see this fan was on sale. I actually saw a few people coming in here and grabbing these fans. So I don't know if that's a smoking deal or just a good deal. I do like the Ryobi wet dry vacuum on the bucket right there for $52. And then a couple other deals, again, with rigid, just trying to move some of these, getting them out of here. So pretty good prices on a lot of these. So again, if you're in the rigid brand, or if you're just trying to expand your rigid tools, great thing to go ahead and check some of these out. They also had some Makita right here as well with different tools, a little impact wrench, and a cutoff tool as well. So pretty good deals for that. And then I did want to show you guys they had a Traeger on sale as well. Love my Pit Boss, but Traegers are great. So another great pickup here at Home Depot. But overall, I think there's some pretty good deals going on right now at your local Home Depot. I will say I think Lowe's had some better deals for Labor Day overall, but there's still some great deals going on right here at Home Depot. Like I said, I'll have some of these links down below. You can check those out down there. If this video is helpful, you can let me know that. Leave a like and subscribe. You can also subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss another deal, and I'll see you in the next one.